shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize,
but I don't think we should.
A spooky, scary skeleton shouts startling, shrilly screams. They'll sneak from their sarcophagus and just won't leave you be. Spirit supernatural or shy, what's all the fuss? But bags of bones seem so unsafe, it's semi-serious. Spooky, scary skeletons are silly all the same. They'll smile and scrabble slowly by and drive you so insane. Sticks and stones will break your bones, they seldom let you snooze. Spooky, scary skeletons will wake you with a boo.
Oh, hi. I didn't notice you. I was just reading this spooky lecture on this not yet spooky. The Great Tales of Horror. Actually, I haven't been. It's actually been a while since I've read this. I stopped at one point. You can actually see where's my bookmark. It's towards the end, but well, the thing is with H.P. Lovecraft stories, they're starting to blend together. Which story is your favorite? The story that is definitely my favorite is The Music of Eric Zahn. I absolutely love this story because it's really it's short and really poignant. It is, I think, like only 8 pages or so. The Music of Eric Zahn. Yeah, it's only 7 pages long, and I love it because it's, like I said, so short and poignant, but it really has this, definitely the thing I think I like the most for my attention span. No, but it basically encapsulates what I like about Lovecraft the most. It's about this, the untouchable, what is it? Not superiorness, I'm looking for a better word. The Rats in the Walls. I think I've read that one. I think that's one of the... Is that the one where they like are in the basement with the infamously named cat? Because I think that's one of the ones I also read. The Rats in the Walls. Or is that, let me see, 356. Let me see. Oh yeah, I read it. I think. Okay. Well, which page is it? Am I done? The Rats in the Walls, 356. Yeah, I did read it, but I don't quite remember what it was. I think it was about... For Three Brothers. I don't remember. I also, one short story I still remember that I found pretty memorable was about the weird person that constantly had to have his room really cool. That started to like tick off the neighbors, and the moment his AC completely broke down, he just melted into a blob or something like that. Basically, his human. Yeah, right. Was it a doctor? I think it was a doctor that always had a really cool room temperature, which ticked people off, but it was nothing weird. And then there was this time where his AC broke down, and the main protagonist had to find somebody who fixes it, or also have to like find ice or something like that. It was interesting. It was interesting. The Rats in the Walls. But can you quickly tell me what the Rats in the Walls was all about? I remember probably what it was about. Something about finding in the basement. Oh, not ACs. Probably not. It was just he had just had some way to cool the room, but I do not remember what. Or was it always that it was particularly hot? Either way, like either the room had to be strangely hot or strangely cold. I think it had to be strangely cold. And I think he did it with like family keeping humans to cannibalize. It doesn't, like, I read it. I know that I read it for a fact, but I don't quite remember it. Ow, my tea is hot. Either way, the reason why I made this intro was for a pretty simple reason. Because we are going to play, if it shows up in the stream, interesting, maybe it's, hello, there we go, okay. Oh, the game doesn't actually have a title, or you can see it, wait, if I move my big fat camera away, boom, it's a game called Dagon, which does not deal 300 magic damage. That's a different Dagon, or a different Dagon. Also, I just realized this game is really, really loud. Let me put it down a bit more. Alright, that should be decent. Fishy eyes. Oh, it's 400, okay. Well, it does various amount depending on the upgrade, whatever. Anyways, this is Dagon. This was free on GOG, that's why I got it. And yeah, I thought it's an interesting interesting thing to play while doing this. The one thing I did notice though is when I looked it up pre-stream, because Dagon is one of the stories I did read. And one thing I just realized is that the Dagon is merely 5 pages long. But I think it's one of those stories where it's just one person trying to disconnectedly tell you about what he saw. Yes, I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more, penniless and the end of my supply of drug, which alone makes my life endurable. What do you mean that's the wrong story? Did he write several stories of several Dagons? Or what do you mean if that's the wrong story? Okay, good. So it won't, because I was a little bit afraid that this game is over after 5 minutes. Oh! No, Shadow over Innsmouth is something completely different. Or I do know Shadow over Innsmouth. That's the one. I mean, we basically played a game that is based on that, and plus it's the one I also read. Plus it's also the one that a huge city of my D&D campaign is based on. But either way, you know, let's just see what it is all about. Well, let me actually put up the page where the story is in, because it's somebody trying to retell a story is basically a Lovecraft trope. So it's not like that only one story is about one dude trying to write down what he has survived. That is basically, if you make a Lovecraft drinking game, that's just one of the take a shot thing. Alright, Dagon is a faithful interactive adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's work, focused on the story and atmosphere. You will not find difficult choices, action sequences, or inventory management here, and movement is limited to progressing through locations along with the plot. Well, we'll see, after all.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain.
Hey, look what I...
Tonight I shall be no more.
Penniless. Right? Hey, it's the very first thing I already read. I'm writing this under an appreciable mental strain. It's quote for quote start. So it is this short story. Anyways. During the game, you will encounter interactive elements. Something will allow you to continue the journey. Others will reveal interesting facts about the original story. It's sort of a background the author. That can come from a crazy perspective. But yeah, considering that the this game starts with the very first sentence of the short story I have open right now, I guess it's more on this one. The trivia is hidden. In order to find it, secrets focus on your eyes and look for the Elder sign. You can also access the found markets later. It will be available in the main menu. Right. Anyways, oh, this is an incredibly oh, look, there's the medicine I guess he needs. This is quite a tiny little thing. Also, I can't move and can't turn around, so I guess it's definitely... Yeah, this is probably at the end of my supplies of the drug which alone makes my life endurable.
Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below.
Yeah, it is a word-of-word retelling of the short story, it seems.
Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a knuckling or a degenerate.
Yes, alright, let me close the book because it's pointless.
When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Don't get mine. Your short story. You know, let me just still have it open. So I can sometimes brag. Oh, hey, it's right after the music of Eric Sam. Anyways. Okay. So this is... Okay, this thing is a little bit... Oof. The perspective is quite wonky. Sterile, actually. Neat. I just took the one that not sure how I chose that one. I just took the biggest one. It has the most. Anyways, so this is morphine. Morphine entered into use in the 19th century and was routinely administered to treat severe pain during the American Civil War. Without restriction. Friedrich Sertürner. That's his original morphine. The time when Dagon was published, morphine abuse, known as the soldier's disease, already posed a big problem in the United States. Yeah, it's I don't think it's a compilation of all stories because I think, let me see, how many are in this book? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There are 20 stories in there, so I would assume it's just the 20 most popular ones or who are deemed the most interesting. Alright. Well, let's get our morphine shot. No, wait, we're actually writing first.
It was in one of the most open, least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider. was then at its very beginning, and the ocean forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation. So that our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we of her crew were treated with all the fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners.
Yes, Cellophase. Doesn't ring a bell. Which one is Dad? Is that in the book? Let me see if that's the one is... I could be that this one is actually not even in this book. Yeah, right. This one is not in the book. Nobody knows. Also, I think the one I was referring to, the one with the doctor that turns into a blob, or is a blob, is actually, let me quickly see if it's really the one. Yes, actually that one short story is actually just called Cool Air. It's also only 7 pages long, but it was also really effective. Alright. Anyways. The Huns were Central Asian nomads who established... Yes, I know the Huns. Okay, let's play the game now. Yeah, we're mainly talking about Lovecraft and barely playing the game. One British used the word Huns as a synonym for Germans in order to emphasize their brutality. Huh, didn't even know that. The German gave the speech to troops before they embarked to China. Should you encounter the enemy, he will not be defeated nor quarter, but we give him prison. Years under the king of Attila made him. Damn, Wilhelm, calm down. The laws and customs wrote up in 1890. Convention in 1899, and in 1900 he's like, well, nope. Dude, not even a year later he's like, nope. Or barely a year later. The honeys.
So liberal, indeed, was the discipline of our captors, that 5 days after we were taken, I managed to escape alone, in a small boat, with water and provisions for a good length of time.
Those are our provisions. Is there anything else I can... It's weird how, like, because, like, you can see, I'm basically stuck. There's, like, really like a box around me that restricts my mouse movement. Like, I'm currently guiding along the mouse hitbox. That is so strange. Okay, enough about that, sorry.
When I finally found myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings. Never a competent navigator, I could only guess vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator. Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
Yeah. Whatever it is. It can also be your mom. Doesn't matter. Spooky. Sorry. Trying to make sure to find all the extra clues. It's also nice to take in the atmosphere. Also, I'm a huge sucker for nice water effects, especially like with the light drifting upon it.
The weather kept fair, and for uncountable haunted days, I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
This looks a bit weird though with the sun.
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue. The change happened whilst I slept.
I mean, this is definitely one of the disquieting scenario, considering you're just adrift on the sea with no means of like finding anything.
Its details I shall never know. For my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested, was continuous.
Hi there. Well, I mean, you know what you signed up for when you decided to watch something called Dagon. Hi, buddy. This Squid Game. Good lord.
When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy expanse of hellish black mire, which extended about me in monotonous undulations as far
Oh
as
yeah,
I
I'm
could
actually not in boat anymore. That's my boat. I'm actually standing on this mire thing.
and in which my boat lay grounded some distance away. Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious and unexpected a transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished.
Well, honestly, I can imagine being horrified when some... Because that does not look like your traditional squid.
For there was in the air and in the rotting soil a sinister quality which chilled me to the very core. The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish and of other, less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain.
Ah, hold up. This is actually... This is not one creature, this is just a squid that probably got caught in the mire. And this thing is also probably just some innocent sea creature that got caught in this part. Generally everything, I suppose.
Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable.
Well, I mean, this thing still is somewhat alive. I mean, it's still squirming.
And barren immensity. There was nothing within hearing and nothing in sight save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear.
Oh, poor... Ah, what are these things called again? I don't remember. This one could also be a nice back scratcher.
The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty. As
Yeah, I think it's a
reflecting
trilobite,
the
isn't it?
marsh beneath my feet.
Or do you also call these things centipedes, even though it's not the insectoid? Ah, maybe we'll actually get an explanation. Origins of Dagon, inspired by Fishhead. Short novel by Aaron S. Cobb about unnatural affinities between a hybrid idiot and the strange fish of an isolated lake. A hybrid idiot? Does he? Is that something else? It can't be so. It can't be a dumb person. Is idiot also some? Also like a nautical creature? Let me actually look this up. I'm curious. Idiot. Animal. I'm getting pictures of her. This guy. Alright, I'm not finding anything. Whatever. That's just a medical term I in common speech. Yeah, that's what I remember that it's actually a medical term for something. Was it actually for somebody being mentally slow? I'm still not sure what a hybrid idiot is, though, and the strange. I'd like. The love would stream about strange animal emerging from the ocean and him crawling in the ooze that covered its surface. I dreamed that the whole hideous crawl, and yet you can feel the ooze sucking me down. In defense of Dagon? Okay. In defense of Dagon. That sounds weird. That sounds somewhat weird. Sounds like there were some anti-Dagon activists out there during Lovecraft's lifetime. He's like, no, hold up. Dagon ain't that bad. He ain't that bad once you get to know him. Because that feeling of ooze sucking me down is actually quite comfortable. It's like, you know, like a mud package or something like that. This topic stemmed from his aversion to fish and sea smells. I've hated fish and feared the sea. I've never been connected with it since I was 2 years old, but I cannot recall what earlier experiences gave me such profound and lasting aversion to sea and seafood. Interesting. Did not know that he hated fish and feared the sea. Although I guess fearing the sea I can definitely see, considering I can see why he feared the sea, considering many of his stories are actually connected with the sea. It's a horror having to read for illiterate people like me. I'm sorry, I'm just reading out loud. You don't have to listen to if you don't need to. Right, very anti-immersive. Just really pause the play. I mean, you do have the option of skipping them, but I just want to actually do one. Because since I do know the story, I'm more to actually also read the explanations about it.
As I crawled into the stranded boat, I realized that only one theory could explain my position.
I mean, in the end, it is what the tutorial said, that you can read them or cannot read them if you don't want to. Also, that over there is definitely...
Through some unprecedented volcanic upheaval, a portion of the ocean floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths. So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean, straining my ears as I might. Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
Okay, that over there is unsettling.
For several hours I sat thinking or brooding in the boat, which lay upon its side and afforded a slight shade as the sun moved across the heavens.
Oh yeah, it's actually quite solid. That was an uncomfortable shadow, to say the least. Yeah, there we go. There's suddenly just a tentacle. Well, should I just skip them then? I think I just quickly click on them so I have the information for later on. But I can skip them if you don't want. I looked into a myriad. You know, I have this every time in tech support when I connect to someone's PC. And of course we have a voice call going on Skype, so that means the first thing I usually look at when I connect is my own dumb face because it's my Skype profile picture. That is actually always a bit annoying.
As the day progressed, the ground lost some of its stickiness and seemed likely to dry sufficiently for traveling.
Although it is a pretty picture of me. Oh, I meant the character though. Just make your face pretty so you're always happy to see yourself. I can also just become a raging narcissist.
That night I slept but little, and the next day I made for myself a pack containing food and water, preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue.
Could you please stop? That is uncomfortable. Those are your own tentacles. I find it a little bit of a pity that you can't look completely 360 around you. Because I would really like to see, to get a whole lay of the land, and I don't know why it's not possible. Because I would really like to look at the moon directly, because that is actually a really pretty sky. And also how these squirmy tentacles are glistening in the moonlight. Also, why is that reddish? Oh, there's the zoom function. Not sure how our player does that exactly. But we can zoom in, because I would like... It's weird how reddish this is. Moves his head. More detail. I guess maybe it's like the idea that he does not turn around. That's why you only have like your peripheral vision. Although you can see more. You can turn... He doesn't even turn his head, it seems. He just darts his eyes back and forth. He doesn't even turn his head at all. Alright, let's move on. Let's grab my sack.
On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease. The odor of the fish was maddening, but I was too much concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set out boldly for an unknown goal.
What is that exactly? Looks like some sort of girder in the sea that just got pulled out from like a platform. This was some sort of like... Really hard to say, but these are definitely part of a ship. Ship or like an... Although I don't think stuff like oil platforms or something like that already existed back then. I mean, this was... No, wait, it's like 1920, 1910 or so. Oh, let's just move on. It's a building.
All day I forged steadily westward, guided by a
Alright,
hummock which rose
these
higher than any other
are
elevation
strange
on
ones.
the rolling desert.
You're not going to comment on those things? Ew. That is also not your regular rock right next to me. What is that exactly? But yeah, no comment on that. Looks pretty normal to me. Yeah, I mean, who hasn't seen this bone pillarish fanged thing? Yeah, regular sea stuff. Yeah, I mean, this tooth is easily like the size of my leg. Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I mean, it's dead after all. The big question is that an entire living being, or is that just part of one? Well, I guess it's probably a living being. Because the only thing I can imagine is that this was attached to something bigger even. Alright. Let's move on. What in the world is that supposed to be? And Dad. Bleh. Oh, I can't see my own feet. I always dislike that. In first person games when you can't see your teeth, your feet.
That night, I encamped, and on the following day still travelled toward the hummock, though that object seemed scarcely nearer than when I had first espied it.
That was probably one giant serpent, to say the least, or several ones. Horrors of the Ocean. Yeah, alright. We'll read it afterwards. I just see the empty space inside my head and the teeth through my eyes. What?
I attained the base of the mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared from a distance.
Is there something source of light from over there?
Valley setting it out in sharp relief on the surface.
Yeah, there's actually
Weary to ascend, I slept in the shadow of the hill.
Oh,
I know not why my dreams were so wild that night.
that was not the sun. That was something at the base of that mound.
But ere the waning and fantastically gibbous moon had risen far above the eastern plain, I was awake in a cold perspiration, determined to sleep no more. Such visions as I had experienced were too much for me to endure again. And in the glow of the moon I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day. Without the glare of the parching sun, my journey would have cost me less energy. Indeed, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset.
You really think it's a good idea to climb at night with barely any vision? You're not like every single D&D, almost every single D&D race that has night vision.
Picking up my pack, I started for the crest of the eminence.
It's not garbage. It's actually solid land.
I have said that the unbroken monotony of the rolling plain was a source of vague horror to me. But I think my horror was greater when I gained the summit of the mound and looked down the other side into an immeasurable pit or canyon, whose black recesses the moon had not yet soared high enough to illumine.
Are you going to be a tease and not actually let me try and look at the...
I felt myself on the edge of the world.
I want to look down.
Peering over the rim
Oh, thank
into
you.
a fathomless chaos of eternal night. Through my terror ran curious reminiscences of Paradise Lost, and of Satan's hideous climb through the unfashioned realms of darkness. As the moon climbed higher in the sky, I began to see that the slopes of the valley were not quite so perpendicular as I had imagined.
Perpendicular is in the sense of like steep, right? Let me quickly look it up. Perpendicular. Perpendicular. Yeah, okay. That was a math expression I once used to know, I think. You really want to descend down there? Don't you think it's... Yeah, geometric. I think I remember it from function graphs. I think there was... Oh yeah, right. Construct which function is perpendicular to this function. I think I know. I remember it from there. Like 2x plus 2x squared plus no 2x plus 2, and then find one that is. And now at this point, whatever there's a function that is perpendicular that crosses at this place. Whatever. Yes, exactly. I do not know to know. I do not need to remember this. Perpendicular can also mean that it's rechtwinklig, in the sense of like a 90-degree angle. Anyways, how about we stop talking about math and...
Easy footholds for a descent.
Don't you want to wait until day to go down there?
Whilst after a drop of only a few hundred feet, the declivity became very gradual.
You're really sure about this, my man? I'm just saying. I don't know, it's called rechtwinklig. Yeah, exactly. Not sure why it's actually called rechtwinklig, because it doesn't have anything to do with red. Some including geometry coming in for sure. Alright, let's just descend.
Urged on by an impulse which I cannot definitely analyze, I scrambled with
Alright, okay.
down the
You're...
rocks and stood on the gentler slope beneath.
Alright, you're forgiven. You have an impulse you could not analyze. Gentler slope.
Gazing into the Stygian deeps, where no light had yet penetrated.
Stygian. No light yet had penetrated. What does Stygian mean again? I think it's just... relate of the river Styx, the Doi. Or just extremely dark, gloomy, or foreboding. I've figured it.
All at once, my attention was captured by a vast and singular object on the opposite slope, which rose steeply about 100 yards ahead of me.
Styxian. No, it's actually Stygian written, that if it relates to the river Styx.
An object that gleamed whitely in the newly bestowed rays of the ascending moon.
It's just weird. It is English. English is weird. There's something over there I can spot again. Oh well, let's go to the white monolith.
That it was merely a gigantic piece of stone, I soon assured myself.
Yes, now there's the question: is it because it's? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can actually now describe that properly. If it's if the Stygian is a pragmatic decision because it's just easier to say, a pragmatic derivation, or is it a homonym that it's just that it originates from the original word for the river Styx or something like that. Eventually I can be a smartass like that. Not yet though.
But I was conscious of a distinct impression that its contour and position were not altogether the work of nature.
Position or not.
A closer scrutiny filled me with sensations I cannot express.
Arguing linguistics is always fun. Yeah, and my university is making me one of those people that actually can argue like that, and I hate it for it because it's so pointless. It is somewhat interesting, but it's also still kind of pointless.
Despite its enormous magnitude and its position in an abyss which had yawned at the bottom of the sea since the world was young, I perceived beyond a doubt that the strange object was a well-shaped monolith.
Another one I can learn pointful thing, I guess. Yeah, and if you try to force a job like teacher to be some sort of highly and you force a normal profession like teacher to be an academic job, then you have to somehow fill the void with bullshit like that.
Whose massive bulk had known the workmanship and perhaps the worship of living and thinking creatures. Dazed and frightened, yet not without a certain thrill of the scientist's or archaeologist's delight, I examined my surroundings more closely. The moon, now near the zenith, shone weirdly and vividly above the towering steeps that hemmed in the chasm.
Okay, what do we see? The regular sea life, the sea, portal, fish people, some skulls, some whales, and some primeval giant eel.
And revealed the fact that a far-flung body of water flowed at the bottom, winding out of sight in both directions, and almost lapping my feet as I stood on the slope.
Of course. Here we go. I like the little like clouds that are actually floating. One thing that's a little bit weird is like the graphical effect when I like if you take a look at the top right, you can see how like the fog just disappears, which makes it a little bit weird. Not sure if this is supposed to be like a visual effect or so. Oh, did you try to look for different constellations?
Across the chasm, the wavelets washed the base of the cyclopean monolith.
This always follows like Lovecraft's. This is also one of the things I would put onto a Lovecraft bingo file, because dude loved the word cyclopean in order to describe structures. Every bleeding thing was cyclopean for him. Also, is that really cyclopean? Because that I mean, one eye. No, cyclopean is like the an architecture structure that is basically just stones stacked onto each other so densely that they build a wall. Basically, for example, the Incas had cyclopean structures. Or at least I think. Let me find. Oh no, also just Greeks. Let me just show a example picture. This is a cyclopean structure. You can see it's just rocks stacked into each other. Not sure how they actually held together. And I think, yeah, that's the thing that is kind of weird. That because the game, this structure does not look particularly cyclopean. I'm actually not... The question is, I'm not sure how these walls are actually, like, held together. That's like one of the interesting questions, like how do these stone structures actually are hold together? I think, oh yeah, here's also an Incan one. Over there. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's stop. Oh god, antechamber. Oh no. I remember this game. Oh no. Antechamber was an awful game because it gives you a migraine when you were playing it. It is so heavy on the eyes. Yeah, I think that's how it is, how it works, right? And I think like in the other crumbling wall you could see that they like basically stuff it with like smaller rocks or something like that. I think it's supposed to do. Yeah, but it's still assaulting your senses. It's still not a comfortable game to play. No, I remember that, and I don't even want to know how it is to play now as a plus 30 boomer because it already made me nauseous as an early 20 person. Anyways, let's quit that tangent. Anyways, let's actually continue looking at the Cyclopean monolith that is actually not Cyclopean. How about that? Well, maybe it is. Maybe we're not close enough right now.
On whose surface I can now trace both inscriptions.
I would also say that a monolith is not the best thing to construct in a Cyclopean style, because I think one reason why this works is because it's like used for walls which support each other. Oh. Oh god. Oh. Oh right. Right. Monolith. I never thought about that. Well, I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's Lovecraft. Then again, I mean, basically every author is, when they have to write about something that they did not do research. I mean, also back in the day. Not to mention that Lovecraft was an utter shut-in. Like, do you think he actually went out to the library to commit research on the things he's talking about? I remember that the one story that takes place on like the North or South Pole or Antarctica was also widely inaccurate when it came to like height descriptions, or also like how a plane can fly in the Antarctic or something like that. But whatever. Okay, we'll try both inscriptions and crude sculptures. Let's actually focus on the pretty atmosphere this game has. We're not even trying to immerse into the game. You're almost high when you run the Cyclopean monolith. I mean, Cyclopean just sounds ominous in the end, and I mean. Telvos is giving up. Plus, for example, you for example didn't know what Cyclopean actually means. I didn't know it either until I looked it up. So most people wouldn't even use it. Yeah, it's basically that kind of smart person, the smart person that just uses smart expressions to sound smart. Words. They don't know what they mean. Yes.
The writing was in a
Anyways.
system of hieroglyphics unknown to me, and unlike anything I'd ever seen in books.
I would have. Oh, hello there, Cthulhu. You're looking mighty cute, to say the least. Oh, look, he looks cute. It's cute Fulu. Yes, seashells, sharks. Those are some mighty good drawings, to say the least.
Consisting for the most part of conventionalized aquatic symbols such as fishes, eels, octopi, crustaceans, mollusks, whales, and the like.
I think down there would be a more uncute version of Cthulhu, but sadly we cannot see it yet. I'm sure he will look down a little bit.
Several characters obviously represented marine things which are unknown to the modern world.
Yes. There's definitely... Let's see. It's not really... Let's see, that to the left. Ah, that to the right is also... That to the right is also a regular fish. I do not remember how these ones are called. This to the left seems somewhat amoeba-like. This is also more of kind of an octopus kind of thing. This thing definitely seems whack. No, we're actually flying. No, we're scanning it from top to bottom. We're currently flying up. We're currently flying in the sky and slowly descending. That thing, however, does not... I would say this thing and this thing definitely do not look natural. Or...
But whose decomposing forms I had observed on the ocean-risen planet.
But those who... Ah, okay. Just see stuff. Yeah, the ocean. Ocean is scary, period.
It was the pictorial carving, however, that did most to hold me spellbound.
Whatever is the Mariana Trench? What is the Mariana Trench? Does sounds a bit... Oh yeah, see, we're currently going down. Okay. Storytelling methods. Alright, we will not yet... We will not read these right now because, as you said, it's immersion breaking. Yeah, right, the Mariana Trench is like this really deep trench in the sea, right? Where you can't descend down there because it's...
Plainly visible
Because, you know,
across the
pressure and
open
shit.
water, on account of their enormous size, were an array of bas-reliefs whose subjects would have excited the envy of Dore. I think that these things were supposed to depict men, at least a certain sort of men.
What more trenches to say with those cone holders?
Though the creatures were shown disporting like fishes in the waters of some marine grotto, or paying homage at some monolithic shrine which appeared to be under the waves as well. Of their faces and forms I dare not speak in detail.
Well, there is barely much to talk about in detail.
For the mere remembrance makes me grow faint.
Although you could argue that these would be more detailed, but it's his remembrance that makes them look so faded.
Grotesque
Yeah,
beyond
fish people.
imagination of a Poe or a Bulwer.
Ah, now we're getting beyond the image of a Poe or a Bulwer. I assume Bulwer was also a famous writer. Yeah, they do have quite something rare. Okay, these just look weird and also a little bit out of place. This thing down here looks more like from a metal album cover or something like that.
They were damnably human in general outline, despite webbed hands and feet, shockingly wide and flabby
the webbed hands. What hands? There are no hands. They're just faces. White and flabby lips. Scoff Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay, I think there's quite a little bit of a disconnect in what we see versus what the writing is.
Bulging eyes and other features less pleasant to recall.
Oh yeah. Didn't read this story. It's kind of a shame though, considering it was pretty, in most cases, pretty accurate. But I mean, here would be Innsmouth fish people in the end.
Curiously enough, they seem to have been chiseled badly out of proportion with their scenic background. For one of the creatures was shown in the act of killing a whale, represented as but little larger than himself.
I love it. The shoon. This is the first time I read through the short story. This stuff always threw me off when it was just shoon instead of shown. Ah, there we go. There's more the creep. Was that the creature I was describing? Because that makes definitely more sense. Because here you can see the hands. You can see also the face. Although flabby lips. Although that thing doesn't look particularly human-like. Also, that thing is huge. I just realized that. it's the size of a bleeding whale. Oh, there's a lion larger than himself.
I remarked, as I say, their grotesqueness and strange size.
Well, he ate his breakfast every morning.
But in a moment decided that they were merely the imaginary gods of some primitive fishing or seafaring tribe. Some tribe whose last descendant had perished eras before the first ancestor of the Piltdown or Neanderthal man was born. Awestruck at this unexpected glimpse into a past beyond the conception of the most daring anthropologist, I stood musing whilst the moon cast queer reflections on the silent channel before me. Then, suddenly, I saw it. With only a slight churning to mark its rise to the surface, the thing slid into view above the dark waters. It darted like a stupendous monstrous beast, about which it flung its gigantic scaly arms, while it bowed its hideous head and gave vent to certain measured sounds. I think I went mad then. Of my frantic ascent of the sloping cliff, and of my delirious journey back to the stranded boat, I remember little.
Polyphemus like.
I believe
What's
I
the issue
sang
with
a
that?
good deal and laughed oddly when I was unable to sing.
Des Wanderns ist des Müllers Lust, des Wandern ist des Müllers Lust. I do like also the colors are actually pretty fun, pretty great. Problem is I do not quite remember, or do not quite know what Polyphemus exactly is. Except an item in Binding of Isaac. Oh, that's Polyphemus. Okay, I knew that it was like something one-eyed, but I didn't know it's actually a famous Cyclops.
At any rate, I never take that bells of thunder and other terms which nature utters in her wildest moods.
I mean, Lovecraft was probably big. I mean, from also considering He also called something Stygian. I guess he was into Greek myths. Or just maybe he was just interested. Was just somebody that avidly read Greek mythology.
When I came out of the shadows, I was in the San Francisco hospital,
Hold up, how?
brought thither by the captain of the American ship which had picked up my boat in mid-ocean.
Well, I mean, that's part of the course. I mean, at this point, whenever you mention Lovecraft, that's the second thing you hear after hearing his name. Yes, Lovecraft was a raging racist that even put the racists back then to
In my
shame.
delirium, I had said much, but found that my words had been given scant attention. Of any land upheaval in the Pacific, my rescuers knew nothing.
Ah, yes. Take a shot. Lovecraft story where only the protagonist knew about the circumstances of what was happening. And everyone else had no idea about what he's talking about. Yeah, well, he was very physical, just like me. Honestly, I don't think there are particularly many people that say, yes, I am racist. That just openly say it like that.
Nor did I deem it necessary to insist upon a thing which I knew they could not believe.
Exactly. I'm not. I mean, that's why the phrase "I am not racist, but" exists. I only opened that a little bit, and I saw one word that was conservative, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Got the cross. Heretic. Oh. Oh. Interesting. What is that supposed to imply? That the Christians are part of the cult of Dagon? Nicely spotted. Oh, and here as well. Or is that just the person that is going mad because he keeps seeing the symbol now everywhere? It's here as well.
Once I sought out a celebrated ethnologist and amused him with peculiar questions regarding the ancient Philistine legend of Dagon, the fish god.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, that's a beautiful depiction. He's just wearing a fish as a hat and cloak. This looks so silly. I mean, look at it. I'm wearing a fish as a hat. Because I'm the fish god. God. Okay. I need to stop. What else is there? Oh God. My life before you. I can remember a time where it's life before no time. Past day to the past, Michael. It's just too tiny to read, or just too obnoxious. Make a fish as a hat. Again, it's inaccurate. It's a hat and a cloak, so it's a hat cloak. How do you call that? Like a, I mean, I have that as well with my hedgehog hat. because that's also a hat and a cloak. I don't even remember where I have that thing.
But soon perceiving that he was hopelessly conventional, I did not press my inquiries.
A hoodie? Is that really a hoodie? Because I mean, a hoodie is more like a... Well... Okay, now I know why you usually cannot look in a 360 direction, because... Okay, what kind of janky engine are they using? I mean, Christ. I did not see a Unity launcher. Although it did have some Unity-ish things or elements. Oh, look what it is. It's the bleeding Necromonicon. That is also one big thing in the Lovecraft drinking game. Whenever he mentions the Necromonicon by the how did he call it? The Arab, that was also the part where he went a little bit on the races. With the, I'm sure he's not him, because it was always like with the Abdul al Hazret, and he always described him as like a he had quite a nice description of him that was a little bit also on the iffy side. The infamous Arab man or something like that. Necronomicon. Oh yeah, seems that I mispronounced it. Anyways. This is so janky. The funny part is I can only swivel in one direction, and I can't swivel back. Well, that's because Necronomicon is not. That's because Dagon is still in the game, and Necronomicon has been removed. So I don't have to remember the item name. Come on, it was a terrible item anyway. The term Mad Arab. Ah yeah, Mad Arab. Oh, is that actually a an official title? So it's not even doesn't even stem from Lovecraft himself. The finals. I think I've watched every finals game but one at this point. And also completely like I watched the 5th game first, and then I started from the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Now I have to watch the 4th, which is the 2nd win from LGD. Hello there. Oh. Yeah, I kind of missed out on that. Hello. Oh, I was about to say, how does it continue? It's Dagon o'clock. Is there something else? This is probably no one in particular. It's a description used instead of the name. Times, and it's capitalized because it refers to this particular person. Yeah, but is it only Lovecraft that used this title, or is that actually a general title that is used by several authors? Because after all, the Necronomicon and Abdul al-Hazred are used in several stories. Yeah, it's actually kind of an interesting question. Where does this originate from? Because I do not think there was a historical or is it actually based on a historical person? That's also an idea. Because after all, like, Vlad Dracula is based on Vlad the Impaler or something like that. Oh, this game was made by 2 Polish people. Not a real person. But maybe based on one. Because, for example, like I said, like a Vlad the Impaler inspired Vlad Dracula.
It is at night, especially when the moon is gibbous and waning, that I see the thing.
I don't know why I find... Okay, what does gibbous exactly mean? Because it just sounds funny. I have to quickly look it up. It just sounds like a fun. Gibbous. Vorspringend. Ah, wait. No, gibbous. Waning, gibbous moon, abnehmender Dreiviertelmond, waxing, gibbous moon, zunehmender Dreiviertelmond. Okay, okay. Gibbous means that it's 3/4. Gibbous and waning, so it's a waning moon that is 3/4 mooned. 3/4 mooned. Whatever.
I tried morphine, but the drug has given only transient surcease and has drawn me into its clutches as a hopeless slave. So now I am to end it all, having written a full account for the information or the contemptuous amusement of my fellow men.
You know, I wonder if that was also Lovecraft's thought about his own writings. If it is for information or entertainment, or just a contemptuous amusement for his fellow man. Apparently Lovecraft used to use the name as a pseudonym for himself when he was 5. Oh, that is adorbs. Okay, that is. Do I see any other Dagon signs? No. Alright. Well, time to take some morphine.
Often, I ask myself if it could not all have been a pure phantasm. A mere freak of fever as I lay sun-stricken and raving in the open boat after my escape from the German man of war.
Why is my... Is it just me, or does my look like my boat is actually sinking or in the water?
This I ask myself, but ever does there come before me a hideously vivid vision in reply. I cannot think of the deep sea without shuddering at the nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering on its slimy bed, worshipping their ancient stone idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite. I dream of a day when they may rise above the billows to drag down into their reeking talons the remnants of puny, war-exhausted mankind. Of a day when the land shall sink and the dark ocean shall ascend amidst universal pandemonium.
Damn. That's actually a really nice picture. Also, this is the main reason why we should fight against climate change, because when the sea level rises, Dagon will rise again. Dagon will rise again and take over the world, or in general, just the people of the deep. Exactly. Aw, let's click on the Statue of Liberty.
The end is near.
Oh, he actually barred himself and he... Oh. There is thumping on the door.
I hear a noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body
No, there's no water on the floor. Should I really investigate that? I think that's not the best idea to investigate that. Also, these were probably Lovecraft's living conditions. Also, this guy is really rhythmic at hitting the door. Oh, the particles? I think that's just... As I'm speaking with experience... Wasn't he a nobleman or something? I think they were descendants of noble kind, but it was like the kind of British noble colonialists that basically lost everything after a while, and then became poor as hell. Or at least that's how I remember it. I think he was of noble descent.
It shall not find me.
Was very impoverished. Yeah, exactly. Oh. How about you do something about it?
God, that hand. The window. The window.
Where's Oldie? Oh, it's the chandelier. It's nice that he's waiting for me to get out of the window. Enjoyed immersing yourself in a little pool of cosmic horror. You would appreciate you took a moment to rate Dagon and check out the other games and DLCs. Yes, I mean after all it's a little short story. The Eldritch box, a little glass bottle DLC. One is not out yet, apparently. Yeah, it's not out yet, and the other one cost $5. That's too much, monkas. Well, I mean, in the end, it is a summary of a 7-page short story. I'm actually curious how the original short story ends, because I'm pretty sure it does not go the window to window. Oh no! It does actually end like that. The end is near. I hear noises. I hear a noise at the door. Some immense slippery body lumbering against it. It shall not find me. God, that hand. The window to window. That is actually how it ends. Based on the first survivor story. Was 7 years old. Experience the other more humorous side of long age. DLC is about a 7. Damn! Imagine being. That's cute. Alright. Leave feedback, where does it leave me? Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna rate this. Where is it? I will need to write something. Anyways. So let's actually look at the flavor text we were able to read. Let's see, did I find... I did not find all of them, apparently. Huh. That's interesting. There are way more than ever, actually. Oh well, we're not going to replay it just to find all the trivia. Weird though. Like, I do not know where I could have missed them. I always looked like really, really trivial. Really thoroughly. Especially towards the end, because towards the end I was really scanning all every. Little pick's not hard enough. Oh well. Okay, so where did we stop? I think we stopped after the Huns, right? The origins of Dagon. Dagon seems to be inspired by... No, wait, that's one we read. Horrors of the Ocean. Full of us into fictional underwater. City of Relay was convinced that the life could not exist at the bottom of the ocean because the water pressure would make it uninhabitable. Yeah. That's how it is. Ah, he meant in general. Okay. Ah, hey, the Mariana snailfish. Up to 8,000 meters. More than 26,000 feet. Oh, hey, look. Look, it's even translated for the dumb Yanks. It's over in never-ending darkness and hellishly crushing pressures, hundreds of times stronger than those found at sea level. Yeah. Ah, the anglerfish. I do love the anglerfish. Not hard to find somewhere. The fangtooth. Alright, I want to see how these things look like. Because, I mean, they have to look similarly horrible. Mariana snailfish. Let me see. Oh yeah. It's blobby, but somewhat cute. Alright, what is it? The other one. The fangtooth. I mean, that can only look horrible. Oh dear lord, yes. Oh dear lord, yes. Oh dear lord, yes. Let me show you the fangtooth. Ah, god damn it. Boom! That is the fangtooth. Look at that monstrosity. Christ almighty. And what is the last one? He says, fangtooth viperfish. Good lord. That thing is also unpleasant to look at. Let me remove this thing. Oh, a little bit small. Why does everything in the deep have such huge teeth? Yeah. But one thing that is weirdly interesting is that all those fish, all those deep fish have like huge, humongous teeth. Like really sharp one. Also, I think you can't see it in a picture pretty well. Let me find another picture. I think here you can see it pretty well. Like, their teeth look somewhat glass-like. You can see it's like... It's like... Because you can see through it, or it's like a little bit translucent. That is weird, but definitely interesting. Oh, okay, in this picture it's even easier, better to see. Serotine. It's a bone or some such. Oh yeah, I think I know the lamprey fish. Oh yeah, those... right. Good grief. Yeah, they have this really strange mouth. Good grief. Alright. Let's remove those fellas. Okay, Horrors of the Ocean. Storytelling methods. Dagon contains many themes and storytelling methods that Lovelock developed in his later works, such as telling the story through carvings, The Months of Madness, The Name of the City, journals and character notes, yes. Islands emerging from the ocean, Call of Cthulhu, are fictional beings and deities based on real events and mythologies. Mi-Go in The Whispers of Darkness. The Whisper in Darkness. Is that one I read, The Whisper in the Darkness? Ah, no, this is before I... Or is that... Let's see, is that even the story where I... That's actually the story I stopped reading. Mi-Go. How does the Mi-Go look again? I think... Yeah, that's also really weird. Oh, damn. Okay, those things look... Those things look like quite something. Look at that head. Ugh. And here, wait, here's a cute version. How about that one? There we have a cute version of Mi-Go. Isn't he cute? No, Jesus Christ! Although I can see it coming, that's actually. Alright. Other stars also conclude in manner similar to Dagon, but let's skip the details in order not to spoil the ending. Ha! The journalist. You're in the world of amateur journalism, he's the conservative. What a surprise that Lovecraft was a conservative. Step away from writing poetry and concentrate on weird fiction against it. It's warfare and the idea of world peace. Oh, okay, let me see. Let me see how we said that. Why, any sane human being can believe in the possibility of universal peace. Peace is more than the conservative can fathom. Should the entire civilized world agree simultaneously to disarm, one or more nations would indubitably retain secret armaments and the proper time take advantage of their more altruistic and less astute contemporaries in a wild career of conquest against the unarmed victims. No country is, or even can be, above warfare, until the basic impulse of the human animal shall have miraculously changed. Yes. Yeah, that is definitely something I can see him writing. I probably didn't do it not condescending enough. Plus, I think I messed up some of the whatever. Dagon. Dagon or Dagon. Dagon was the main deity of the Philistines, worshipped throughout the Middle East. Fertility and crops. Rulers of Akkad, Mesopotamia, chosen as a patron saint. Also appeared and he is often mistakenly taken for a fish god due to the wrong interpretation of his name, as in Hebrew the word dag means fish. Also, I guess Lovecraft was one of those people that mistakenly interpreted him as a fish god. August Derleth and the Cthulhu Mythos. After the author left the mortal plane. You couldn't have wrote that any more poncy, couldn't you? Just say that he died. Christ. How many planes are there? Well, there's the mortal plane, there's the death plane, then there's the shadow plane, then there is the plane of madness, the fire plane, the whatever. The plane. The plane. Offer on tobacco and alcohol. Okay, let's actually do a guessing work. What is his position on tobacco and alcohol? I probably think he was quite against it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would also just call it something that only weak people need to rely on, or something like that, at least. Lovecraft hated tobacco. Alright, even though he used to smoke when he was 12. He used to smoke when he was 12. Good grief. In order to look and feel like an adult. In correspondence. He claims that he quit as soon as he started wearing long pants. What? I'm wearing long pants now. Time to quit smoking. This is weird. He also had a very strong opinion about alcohol, as evidenced by his letter to Celia Brown. As for the matter of drinking, I have never tasted intoxicating liquor and never intend to, having a strong aesthetic disgust at anything which blunts or coarses the delicate natural equipoise of the evolved human intellect and imagination. Drinking excited my personal repugnance, hence I don't drink. Let the herd do what they will. I am rather in favor of prohibition, the prohibition of anyone antisocial force as well as of any other. He looked like a proper dolly without smoking. Damn, he was even for prohibition. His writing style. Yeah. Rich in writing, poor in basically everything else. Oh, time to replay and get all the other trivias, but I don't think so. So, I think for the rest I do have actually another game prepared, which we might take a look at quickly. I did not prepare it though, so let me quickly. I have it installed though, so don't you worry. Which was actually my first pick for this Halloween Spooktacular, but then I saw that this game was free, because I would like to look. Because I really like the concept of the game. And yes, this is going to be a little bit loud. It's Bendy and the Ink Machine, it's called. It is a okay, let me first turn down the sound a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. This episode of that. Are there more episodes to this? Yes, this game is a indie horror game. Which, that sounds good. Controls, brightness. Which is based on something I really like. Basically, although I think I don't really need to store. There's a bendy store. Oh yeah, you can buy plush and toys and everything and apparel. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me see advanced. Jesus Christ, why do I have such a high resolution available? High, full screen, ambient occlusion. Apparently no subtitles. It could be that this game has no subtitles since I do not think... Oh no, subtitles on. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's take a look at it. And see what it is all about. That's already deaf. No, for you people, so I can talk and you can still read. Dear Henry, it seems a lifetime since we worked on cartoons together. 30 years really slips away, doesn't it? If you're back in town, come visit the old workshop. There's something I need to show you. Your best pal, Joey Drew. This is, I think, the creator of the game. I think it's some self-referential thing. I can imagine that this probably is like based on a webcomic or something like that. Or maybe something. I'm not sure. I never did any bigger research. But the whole concept of the game is just really simple. I find really likable because it has the whole style of ye olde cartoons, meaning those really early.
I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
Like those really old Cuphead 2 looking wild. Oh Christ. Okay, I think the first thing I do is to disable motion blur because this is horrible. And like the really early cartoons in the sense of like even before Cuphead, I would really say like the good really old black and white like Betty Boop how was that Mickey Mouse? There was also like a different, I think a cat or something like that. There was also like a Steamboat Willie, yeah, and there's also like a competitor to Mickey Mouse, but I don't remember what his name was. I knew it at one point. Okay, let me disable motion blur. Also, I don't quite remember, but yes. And what I like about this is because I personally find that I really love these old cartoons because they have something inherently creepy about them, without not really wanting to do so. Although I guess, I mean, back then in the day, one of the best things one of the things that they used to do is just scare the shit out of children. I mean, I had a book of Wilhelm Busch as a kid, and basically every story ended with some kind of mutilation or somebody getting his limbs chopped off, just to show, no kid, don't suck your thumb, otherwise a guy with giant scissors will run in and cut your fingers off. And these old cartoons also had some really creepy elements, just because the animation was really a little bit unnatural and stuff like that. So yeah, so this is Bendy.
Hey, here's my old desk. I wasted so much time in this chair.
Oh, look at it. No. Bendy says no. Also, they really have a weird. Not to say not. I'm not wanting to diss him, but they have a really interesting, weird building layout, to say the least. It's also kind of weird how he seems to just say, well, that's how we look. That's how. What? No shadow? I'm not casting a single shadow. What is this? Am I some sort of... We're a ghost. We're a ghost, or we sold our shadow to the devil. That could also be. The one machine sitting on a chair. Bendy and the ink machine. Ooh. Oh, I can actually pick stuff up. Dreams come true. Okay, somebody has to work on the plumbing. It is kind of weird that our character is weirdly okay all about. Oh. Like, this seems to be how the building always looked like, because he's just, my old drawing desk. What a nice place this is. Ink output schedule. Monday, Tuesday, backup, hold. That's a lot of ink. Can also run in this game. Yeah. I want to see what the other way is, because this seems to be the way forward. I always dislike this about games. It's like, which way is forward? Well, gotta find out.
Looks like they knocked out a wall or two after I left. Guess it took a few people to replace me.
Work hard, work happy. Oh, look at little Bendy. Oh, Bendy is watching you take a crap. Also, apparently we're far-sighted, because whenever I walk up to something, our vision gets really blurry. It seems he did not pick up his did not get his reading loss, or did not take his reading losses with him. The real horror, capitalism. Bendy and little devil darling. Presented in silly vision. No loo for you. I mean, considering this, considering the state of this building, I think I could just pee in any corner. That wouldn't take. That's the deal. Well, I mean, he has basically devil horns. Also, this. Let me see. Honestly, I think it's just a circle, and then he took the circle tool and just deleted a circle on top of his head. What? Ew. I mean, I can just pee in the ink here. Probably nobody would notice. Ink machine. Alright, let's take a look at the ink machine. After all, we've seen Bendy, but we have not seen the ink machine yet. Man, are you used to peeing in every corner?
This lift could use a few dry cells.
Oh, okay. So is this really how cartoons are working in this kind of universe? It's kind of weird how outlandish this stuff is, but he seems to just act like it's the most normal thing in the world. And I guess that's how you produce ink. With this giant machine. Turn on the ink machine. Tip, locate the power station. Okay, so I guess I have to. You know, couldn't you just buy ink as an animation studio? Do you really have to, like, have this giant monstrosity of a machine to produce ink with? Neurotoxin generator in Portal 2. What were the neurotoxins again? Barely remember that. Oh, that door is open. Can I scoot in? Oh, I can. Also, I gotta say, this is really hard to navigate through. Stuff that killed everyone in the facility. Oof. It's been so long since I've played Portal 2. Hey, Bendy. The Dancing Demon. Oh yeah, we've already seen that. Alright, well.
Another day, another dollar. Back to the old grind.
Don't forget to punch in. It could save your job. What?
Back to the old grind.
Ooh, darts. Aw. Oh, good lord. You have a really girly throw, my friend. What is the 20 again? Jesus, okay, that's a bit on the janky side, gotta say. Eh. 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 On the board. Yeah, it doesn't look particularly accurate. Can I at least hit the center? Did I hit the center? Oh, I think I did. Oh. Bacon soup. They even have food labeled after that. Also not sure why I have this. Is there an inventory screen? Let me see. Because there has to be a reason why I'm controls. Is there a way where I can see the controls? Apparently not. Okay. I guess I'll just pick up these cans. I'll see later what I. Completely pointless. Oh, can't get through here. Okay, this is not the way to go. Also, why is the punchy meter down here? That's weird. God. Hmm. Oh, apparently somebody shut off the light. Or do I maybe have to go this way? Give me that bacon soup. Okay. Good on you, mate. What the heck is going on over there? Oh, there's the ink machine.
Alright, how do I get this to work?
Well, I mean, you can just pull the lever. Pull the lever, crunk. Oh. Oh, I see. I have to find MacGuffins. A cog, a wrench, a book, a bendy doll, a music note, and a ink thing. Is this going to be like a Slender Man that I have to pick up MacGuffins? The more MacGuffins is, there's going to be a Slender Man. There's going to be. Hi there, Bendy. How you doing?
Who put this here?
Bonk. Aren't you a cute one? What the heck is going on over there?
Oh my god. Joey, what were you doing?
What the heck is going on here? Oh, Jesus! That's like... Okay, that's at least a wrench. It's like Goofy with a... on a Frankenstein, on a Frankenstein thing. The world's cutest jump scare. It's like Goofy on a Frankenstein mission, like machination, impaled with a wrench. Also, for some odd reason, this thing has a rib cage. Frank, well, help me out. How would you call this thing? How would you call this contraption again? Ah, it's Bendy and Sheep Songs presented in the... Ah, Boris, it's Boris the Wolf. Oh, yeah, operating table, I guess, is the best thing. A torture device. Well, that's just making it easy. What the heck is that? So it's Boris the Wolf. Boris the Wolf that is... Who's laughing now? I'm certainly not. And I think Boris is also not particularly happy about that. Hey, Bendy. What's going on here? Well, I mean, that's the question I'm asking for from the very start, because this place does not look like your normal office building, and I'm surprised like nobody's business that our main character is like, what the fuck is going on in here? And it's more like, whoop. Ooh, audio logs.
At this point, I don't get what Joey's plan is for this company. The animations sure aren't being finished on time anymore, and I simply don't see why we need this machine. It's noisy, it's messy, and who needs that much ink anyway? Also, get this. Joey had each one of us donate something from our workstation. We put them on these little pedestals in the break room to help appease the gods, Joey said. Keep things going. I think he's lost his mind. But hey, he writes the checks. But I tell you what, if one more of these pipes burst, I'm out of here.
Alright. Something tells me that this guy did not make it out of here. Yeah, the moment like a pipe breaks, then that's the moment to get out of here. Okay, so what is the things I still need? Keep out. Ah, there's a cog. That's one of the things I need. Probably should have written down what things I need. I think one was a ink pod, a let's just go down the break room. Maybe there's one thing I've... After all, this place needs to have a purpose. A film reel, right? Is one of the things I need to collect? No. Does this come up an inventory screen? It's a little bit annoying that there's not even a way to look to see what the heck I am. It's just things that feel kind of weird to not be included in the game. Alright. Also, the layout of this building is horrible. I mean, I guess it's the idea that it's easy to get. Yes. Thanks, Wally. Game isn't meant to be streamer friendly. You think? I think this seems like the typical game, like the kind of game to be streamer fodder. Also, hello there, Bendy doll. Yoink. This definitely seems to be like the game for... Oh, ink pressure. Oh, I can't do that. For people to overreact as soon as something happens. Like, ah! Bendy doll! Or something like that. Sounds like financial suicide. It's actually a good question. Is there a horror game that would not be streamer friendly? Oh wait, I played one. Alien Isolation. I mean, this is also a game where you just can bumble towards your goal. Plus, I mean, it's still the chat that can help you out if everything goes wrong. Unlike in Alien Isolation, where you actually do have to pay attention to what the frick you're doing. Oh, keep going left. Oh yeah, the good old maze tactic. Alright, I think the workplaces are over there, so I might. I'm walking up to most of the doors and press E, it seems, but only a few selected ones I can open. I think I'll definitely find some MacGuffins on here, because this is the place where most... Ah, there's a book. Because one of the items was a book, right? Because there is a book here, but it doesn't seem I can interact with that. Why is the toilet boarded up to begin with? Is this... What is this? Is this Amazon? Is this Amazon? No peeing breaks. Continue drawing. You drones. God, look at it. Just imagine having to sit on that. That's uncomfortable. Plus, that chair is way too high. Although I think most animes like... Actually... Which is why it's boarded from the inside. That's even a better question. How does this even work? How did the guy that boarded it up from the inside actually got out in the end? Bendy says no to peeing breaks. Alright. I guess so. Flush down the toilet. Alright, so... I tried... And I failed to find most of the things. Maybe let's actually do the tactic of staying to the left the whole time. No, you were here before, Bendy. Ah, all right. This was the room where the light got killed. Ah, a music track. Nice. He will set us free. So is the plot going to be that the music note? Ah, I see. So is the plot going to be that the guy, I think Joey it was, basically makes a ritual cult that so he can actually like bring Bendy and the Wolfie to life? Is that the idea behind it? Reanimation slave. Oh, that's just a cup. Oh, wait. Oh. More bacon? Bacon soup? What the heck? Okay, that just sounds disgusting. Oh. Hey there, Bendy. How you doing? Oh, you're such a little rascal. Okay, I guess like okay, I was thinking of like the frying bacon, but I guess you can also do like the you know the big bacon. You know what I mean. No, I cannot save. I think this is just one that... Oh, look at that. There we go. Locate the objects. So what I'm missing is a book and an ink thing. An ink pot. Yeah, cockshinken, exactly. Although, I mean, schinken is not bacon. I don't know, but I know what you mean. There's also like bacon that you can just cook in water. What, wait. I see you there, Bendy. Schinken is not bacon. No, schinken is ham. Bacon is speck. Oh, dang! Today I learned. Well, always good to learn something new. Educational stream, exactly. So we're still missing two things. I still need a book and an ink pod. I'm not sure how much I'm liking this because so far it is a little bit unsettling, but it's also a bit of a pain to look at all this stuff. So, bang. Hooray. Hooray. Cog. Wrench. Okay, so only the book and the ink pot is missing. There is an actual recipe for this. Let me take a look at it. I'm curious. But why is it with frying bacon? This I don't get. Why would you use fried bacon for that? Like I said, I would more think like the cooking bacon, and not the fried bacon, because it just defeats the purpose of bacon. Because you want the bacon to be crispy and stuff. And if you put it in soup, it gets mushy. Okay, I guess you can like drizzle over it, like what's its face? Like, for example, also like not croutons, or just maybe croutons, or like do you know these like these pearls, like these Knackerbsen, Backerbsen, exactly. Those baking peas, or not sure how they even call. Those actually really like. I should buy some of them again. Yeah, that's usually what that's usually what happens with me as well. I usually just snack those without even making soup. Ah, so this is just even more confusing now, because I'm here with the auto lock again. So I still need two things. I mean, I'm getting a little bit more used to the layout. Oh, do I have a run button? I think I do have a run button. It's just not a particularly quick run button. So an ink pot and a book. Just deep fried drops of batter. Yeah, well, yeah, that's actually one of the things I was wondering. Are they actually some sort of pea, or if is it just because of their shape? Yeah, oily as they're oily as fuck. So, did I maybe miss one of the things down here? Are you hiding something, Bendy? No, you're not. Let's clock in just in case. Oh, you can actually make them yourself. Oh yeah, I guess you just deep fry them. The dough. And you just make a batter. Like food. Well, who doesn't like food? It's too much work. Yeah, it's the same with croquetten. Which is something I thought about buying, or forgot to buy, because actually I also have to like buy croquetten at one point again. Can I enter here actually? No, I cannot. Did I? I think I didn't try to open this door over here. Can't open that either. I'm gonna eat them tomorrow. Yeah, I should have bought them as well, because I actually bought a roast, but I just realized I didn't have any. I just realized I didn't buy any decent sides for the roast. I'll just have to, I'll improvise, quote unquote. No, I'm not soft logged. It's more that I'm not finding the MacGuffins I need. Oh. Well, it's good that we had the interesting game first. Much spoopy. I mean, I can see. Maybe I'm also just really unattentive. That could also be it. Maybe the items would be much better plain sight, but I'm just dumb. Could of course also be that this game is mean and actually just hides stuff. Because I still need an ink pot and a book. Ah, there's the ink pot, which has a skull on it. That's not usually what the things have. So I mean, I see this book over there. Can I like interact with those? No, I can't interact with that. I can see the book there. Oh wait, this. Yeah. Like, is this the book I'm supposed to find? Okay, let me see. Is there any button that does something? No. I'm just gonna assume and hope this is not the book I'm looking for. Timer mercury chloride was added to ink for conservation. Ooh. Well, I don't know much about chemistry, but I do know that mercury is not particularly healthy. Alright, let's just hope and see that we find the book somewhere else. Because I wouldn't otherwise not know how to get to that book. Plus, it's also more as a game design thing. Well, you're not going to lick the pages, are you? It shouldn't be too bad. And I would assume that the ink, dried ink, is not that poisonous anymore to the touch. Well, but I mean, it probably dried up enough. LARP. Can I just exit the game? Can I just pull a Far Cry? No, I can't. Yeah, I know. So, if I was a book, where would I be? Can I open these drawers? No, I can't. Bendy, where's the book? Please. The shelf beside the bed. Oh, they haven't found a book yet. In the bag. Now it sounds like we're a kids show. Hey kids, can you tell me where the book is? It's on the shelf. It's on the shelf? Well, let me take a look at the shelf. Oh, there it is. There is the book. You are clever, kids. Okay, I'm stopping. I'll quit. Not with this game, since I do want to. I mean, it's only the demo, so this can't take longer than an hour. Going to jump on the box and get to the ceiling. This box right here. Hoop. No, we only have a baby jump, and we can't crouch jump. Oh, I can jump on this chair. Okay, let me take one. Did we ever find something down here? No wait, did we find a? Oh yeah, we found something in this cupboard, right? So we found the use for this place. oh yeah, right. Thanks. The illusion of living. Thanks, Tevas. Also, the illusion of living. What? This doesn't sound like the thing you usually talk about in animation. Okay, now it's the question of finding a okay Jordan Peterson. All right, now to put the thing on the pedestal and have whatever heck happen. Well, I mean, I guess it has to be a specific book. After all, didn't the audio log say that all of those things represent one of the people that work here? Not sure why somebody has a personal cog, but maybe this is the guy, maybe the mechanic or so, and this is another mechanic. This guy is the drawer, this guy is the composer, this guy is the merchandise dude, and Joey Draws is the writer.
Now I just need to get the ink flowing somehow. Should be a switch around here somewhere. Then I can start up the main power.
You mean that giant lever over there? Oh no, locate pressure valve. I've seen that one. I don't remember where it was though. Oh god. Thanks God. Where was the pressure valve again? Was it here again? It was like in some corner. That's what I remember. But I do not remember where the oh well. I'll just do it how we do it every time. We just bumble around and maybe I'll get lucky and find it. Because I've seen it. It's like in a corner of some somewhat larger room. I think it's in that movie room. Yeah, I think it's in that one where they... What the fuck? Bandy, stop your shenanigans. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Bad Bendy. Bonk. Yeah, it's in here. Oh. Yeah, that is quite Steamboat-ish. Alright. Oh dear. That made a big miss. Oh god. That's a lot of ink. I have to say I do really like the aesthetics of this game. Turn on the ink machine. Will do, will do. You weren't there before, I think. Where were you? Okay, now the question. Where was the ink machine again? Also, what kind of architect puts the pressure valve on the other end? It's like, hey, here's where you operate the ink machine, but the pressure valve, that's all the way over there. In the showroom. For reasons. Alright, let's turn on the ink machine. Boom. Running. Nice. So, what now? Well, I did turn on the ink machine. Also, wait a minute. Oh, okay, it's an ink splat sound. Now we die. Oh, you can take a look at how Goofy, not Goofy. What is the name called again? What was his name? Gobble? No, not Gobble. Boris! Sorry, Boris. Boris the Wolf. What kind of name is Boris for a wolf? Seriously. I guess maybe he's Siberian. He's a Siberian wolf. That's why his name is Boris. Boris the Siberian wolf. Inspired by Wolf and Rabbit. Alright. We now take a look at the ink machine. Watch your step. Oh. Whoa! Hello there! Oh. Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, let's drain that swamp. Okay, that was actually pretty effective, gotta say.
It's dark and it's cold, and it's stuck in behind every single wall. In some places, I swear this godforsaken ink is clear up to my knees. Whoever thought that these crummy pipes could hold up under this kind of strain? And I know something about pressure I don't, or he's some kind of idiot. But the real worst part about all this are the noises the system makes, like a dying dog in its last legs. Make no mistake, this place, this machine, and this whole darn thing, it just isn't natural. You can bet I won't be doing any more repair jobs for Mr. Joey Drew.
Okay, Thomas Connor. I guess that's was one of the engineers. Danger, keep out. Well, I mean, I don't have much option. Oh, good lord. It reminded me a little bit of, yeah, it was basically like an ink bendy. It kind of reminded me of Epic Mickey. I think Epic Mickey had also like an ink Mickey. Or was it Epic Mickey 2? I don't quite remember. Well, let's drain some more ink. Ink bendy. It makes sense. After all, it's made out of ink. And it looks like bendy, so it has to be ink bendy. Maybe he can actually bend ink. Maybe he's like a water bender, but he's specialized in ink. So that's why he's an ink bendy. Hello. Clear a new path. An axe may come in handy. The creator. The creator lied to us, alright? Well. That is the lamest axe swing I have ever seen in my entire life. Bonk. Bonk. Well, at least we can get the book now in the, bonk. 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 Why do I see it coming that this will not help me against Ink Bendy? Or against Frankenstein Boris. Ah, but we can also get now the go to the boarded toilet. Whoop. Well, this isn't ominous at all. That's just your regular war. Oh yeah, also the coffins. I only looked at the summoning circle, but yeah, there are also coffins in here. Looking for Warden. All right, that was actually kind of cute. Honestly, I'll probably buy the full game at one point. I think it has definitely potential. It was a bit, the beginning was a bit was a bit did a little bit like, yes, it is out. I mean, right now it's actually on sale for like $10. But the thing is, I know for a fact it was at $1.4, and I'm the kind of person that hates spending more money than he needs to be, than he needs to do. I know it's incredibly stingy, but I'm always the one that goes for full discount. There was a prequel in but as a DLC, I suppose. Let me take a look at the Steam page. Ah, coming soon, I see. Because I've only seen the one game. Buy the bundle. I know there is actually something that is called Boris and the Dark Survival. Lone wolf struggles to survive in an incubus. Joey is to do his top 10 survival horror. Oh, this is just a spin-off, I suppose, then. Ah, okay, that's a prequel. Do you have an eye on Inscription? Yeah, it looks cute. Inscription. I have it on my wish list right now, but it's always kind of the thing of because I couldn't really like get accustomed to Pony Island, which was the game also from the same dev. I just didn't find it that meh. So I'm not sure if I would really play and buy this. But I'll definitely, let me actually put it on my wish list. Oh wait, I don't have Steam open. I don't know why I didn't like Pony Island. I can't really tell you. I can't quite put my finger on why I didn't like Pony Island. I guess it was just at this point, it could be that I played it right after Undertale and Doki Doki Literature Club. And so I got a little bit fatigued by all the maybe it was to Facebook, to Instagram. What? To Meta, yeah. And because I played Undertale and also Doki Doki Literature Club that both have a lot of meta elements, I think I just got a little bit of meta fatigue. Which is most likely what happened. But yes. This was definitely cute. And definitely likable. I definitely probably buy the full version at one point. When it's in the cheapest. That's what annoyed me, is like, this is what annoyed me, because like it's Halloween. That's like the perfect time for this game to go on full sale. But no, it's only 50% off instead of 80% off what it used to be. It's like, no, I know you were. Yes, it's on sale for minus 50%, but it was already on sale for minus 80%. And yes, I am that stingy. So yeah, I know it's dumb as hell, especially considering it's an indie game. It's for supporting indie devs, etc., etc., etc. But it's just my inner thing, because especially because, you know, it's a difference of $5. That's like me, I don't know, buying a beer, buying one. No wait, beer is less. Like buying a fancy beer at a restaurant, that will probably be $5, or a big beer. How many hours of work is that? $5 for me? Probably like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. I don't know. I never broke down of how much I earn per hour, because it's just, well, never really had a need to do that, or just find it weird. Whatever. Anyways, well, this was the, well, it wasn't the Halloween stream because it's not Halloween yet, but I guess we'll have that tomorrow with Shana when she streams her Halloween game. then you'll be really spooked, because this stream only had mild spook. It had Lovecraft being Lovecraft and this bendy thing being bendy. Which was mostly more cute than actually startling. What already done? It's 11:30. Or do you think the idea was to stream until midnight? Only can sleep 1 hour more this night. Oh, is daylight saving? Then no. Well, but I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Well, give me a good game to stream, or give me a game to try out and stream. Then we can make it like a fun. Or do I have anything installed that is also spoopy? Let me take a look at my spoopy games. No, fuck this. Phantom Warrior Costume Quest. I do have Layers of Fear installed. All right, fine. All right. Let's make it a variety hour. We'll play like the first hour of Layers of Fear. Okay. Okay, have a good night. Okay, let's see. Layers of Fear. I have no bleeding idea. Not sure. All right. Yep. Why is this in German? Also, the screen is currently cut off. What the heck are you doing, Layers of Fear? Bloober team, what are you doing? Ah, there we go. Okay, this is a little bit loud. Speicherplatz 1. Jawohl. Wie im richtigen Leben sind die geöffneten Türen, die mitgenommenen Erinnerungen und die erforschten Schatten, die dich definieren. Es mag unser Spiel sein, aber es ist deine Reise. Yeah, I know. I'm also fixing the sound. There's barely any audio now. Okay, that should be good, huh? Ah! Sorry. Okay. Pa. Ooh. A bit higher, okay. Okay, can I? Why is this in? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, Portuguese. No wait, let's not do that before. Use head bob, display crosshair, field of view. Ah, let's just leave the default. Okay, that's good. Decent enough. Okay. This game has DLC. It does. Also, it just instantly adds it into my Steam cart. Damn. Okay, let's just give it a shot. Usually most other games are like, oh hey, here, it's... Yeah, it was even in the checkout. It's like, one click more and I would have bought it. There's a layer of fear right there. I'm actually curious about this game. Because Bloober Team are quite an infamous developer I've seen.
I know how you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it.
Aye.
But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back.
Fucking rude.
The precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Marshall is painted with feeling. Is a portrait of the artist, not of the sitter. Oscar Wilde, the picture of Picture of Dorian Gray. Hey, that's like one of the movies I constantly want to watch, but I never get around to. So, I should read that. The Picture of Dorian Gray. What? Oh no. Poor baby. It's getting attacked by a... What kind of bird is that? Also, he is peeing right now. He's getting mauled by a... Oh, is that a... Is that an owl? No, that... It almost looks a bit like a vulture. Although it can't really be. So yes, he's actually peeing. Well, poor you. What's going on here? Abraham, did you just knock down your wife? Yeah, I think it's not a vulture. It just looked a little bit because the neck looks large, but it's actually not. No, it's probably just some other predatory bird. Plus, vultures aren't predatory. Whatever. It's a raven? Isn't that a bit large for a raven? That is also an interesting picture, I gotta say. He has like that look on his face, that's what you deserve. Also, who the heck painted this? Like, who have thought, yeah, man abusing his wife. That's a good theme for a picture. Oh, it's the Amnesia kind of way, where I actually have to drag the door open. Klar. Artist Fire, gallery openings, Wow's Critics. Oh. The new Caravaggio. How many different artists do you want to compare him to? Caravaggio, Van Eyck, Leonardo. Success. Guess that's a name that has been struck through. It's also convenient that they do not name him. Don't name him in the title. Looking stunning in her black gown. Yes, and the name of the wife is also. Oh, thank you. Larger than a newborn baby. It is a bit larger than a newborn baby. Well, I mean, it also already has considerable amount of hair. Though, I mean, there are some newborn babies that... Hello there, that's a mouthpiece for a dog. Seems we're gonna get mauled by a dog then. Oh. Into the doors. Transfer to stray. Isn't that? Sounds like part of a novel. Yeah, I know there are newborns that actually have a good amount of hair, but I don't think that much. Okay, dark color. What does it say? Longdale, Muffer, or Popal. I can barely read that. Yeah. R7C Popcal. Probably won't be important. God, there's so much to read. Sir, Chief bothering our pest control specialist as well as members and other. I have to know that my mother is a respectable woman and does not take candy to such accusations. Okay, I'll read that. Absolutely, this is a road infestation. Spray. Best regards, Caldenton. Pesky pest pacification. What the heck? Alright, let me take a look at the color again. Oops. Don't see anything inside the collar. To maybe mistake it for... Oh well. Oh, there's a cupboard I can open. Oh no, that's the door. Well, it's part of the cupboard. There we go, this I can open. Okay, scribbled through. Closed. Sarah didn't touch brushes the gas of the convention. Back to your office. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, this seems to be kind of reddish and bloodish. Also, although there's some green as well. I don't think that's blood. I think that's just color. Probably. Oh, that's the basement. Let's not go there yet. That's probably paint. Okay, medals, MacGuffins. That's a stamp. How come, by the way, that... How come that our main character does not get the idea of maybe picking up a light source to make it a little bit easier to go through this? Oh, that's locked. Because, considering how dark and gloomy this is, it would be quite beneficial to actually have a... That's even fucking darker. I can't even see what I'm looking at right now. That's some sort of cupboard. Well, apparently we have some natural luminosity about us that lets us light up what's immediately in front of us. Oh. Okay, it's a mousetrap. Not sure why you found that one, that thing interesting enough. Also, it's an armed mousetrap as well. No, wait, it's not armed, right? Oh no, it's not, because it will otherwise be on this side. Right? Yeah, it would be on this side. Yeah, it has to be on this side, because it wouldn't make sense that this... Because it has to, like, spring over there. But okay. Anyways. Ooh. let's raid the pantry. Oh, well, we won't get any wine, that's for sure. Anything roasting in here? No. Ah, there's the oven. No, just some plates. Hold up, how does the stove work? Because this looks like a ye olde stove that would need to be heated, right? Yeah, there are even coals and not everything in here. Where would you like fire this thing? This guy can chop off a finger easily. Can you though? I thought they're blunt. I thought they just would squeeze it but not chop it. Eh. Oh, I want to put a curtain on it to see how heavy it is. Rolling pin. Ooh, note. Paint. Rose d'or, burned umber sienna, brushes 25, air freshness 50 pox, apples 10 kilo, booze. Air freshness times 50 pack. What? Oh, this seems like a puzzle hint. Booze 5, 10, 30. How they're supposed to kill mice. Yeah. Well, I never tried it out. I don't think it could actually cut through human flesh, though. At least the ones I know. Maybe there's some more extreme ones. Boom. Is this purely out of metal? That's kind of weird. Like, why would you have a cast iron stovetop like that? I mean, the reason... That just seems a little bit, well... big and blunt. Ironing. Anyways, let's move on. Well, this is pitch black again. Hey, how about you go pick up... How would you go pick up, like, one of the light sources so I can see what the heck is in here? Oh. Ah, light switch. Nice, so I can see all the garlic. Let's see, we got badly textured corn, garlic. Ooh, spicy. Some herbs. More garlic. Ooh, paprika, sugar, paprika, oregano. That's a shitload of oregano. Christ. That's quite impressive. Ooh, how do I like them apples? Oregano, even more oregano. How much oregano do you need? You only lose sprinkles of that. I guess they often make oregano paprika chicken or something like that. And mushrooms. Oddly glistening mushrooms. Do you need? Yes. Ah, look, birds. Ah, isn't that the ice bird or something like that? Oregano, paprika, garlic. I mean, it is a decent combination. Not gonna lie, but still. Oh, did I get it? Did I go in here? That's a bathroom. Oh, that's a toilet lid. Oh, nice. Oh, hey there. Me every morning in front of the mirror. Alright. Oh. Oh. Hold up, how did I... Why did the water drain when I... Oh, the faucet was running the whole time, I see. How does that work though, exactly? Oh, good lord. Is that toilet paper? That looks... Oh no, I guess it's for like Mullbinden. What is it again in English? Below knee prophesis. Prosthesis. How the hell did they fuck up the length? Bandages. Good lord, how did I forget that word? No, I think that is actually toilet paper, but that looks horrible. I don't want to know out of what material this is made. Is there maybe a light switch in here as well? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Little Vinny and Partners got a problem. Call us now and the fast division. Oh, a rat problem. Okay. Oh, good lord. Well, glad that none of those were armed, otherwise this could have been painful when I went in here. Okay. I'll consider myself lucky. So the big question is, do we go upstairs or down the basement? You decide. Up or down? Upstairs. Okay. Then we'll go upstairs first. So far I'm not sure what to think of the game. Like I have maybe like a little bit bias because, like I said, I heard the Bloober Team is kind of a controversial studio since they're essentially just take popular thing and ape it and do it rather that's the thing. I think their games are not bad per se, but you see that it's a little bit cheap, kind of a cheapish feel. That they have a cheapish feel to them. Okay, burnt sheet music. And I think this game is basically a rendition of Gone Home, I think. I'm not sure what it is inspired by or what they're aping. Ooh, thanks. More light. Layers of cheap. Yeah, at least that's what I heard. There's like, I think one video I watched that was one person going quite into detail why Bloober Team is literally the devil. But I don't remember anymore the exact details about it. But yeah, as well as you said as well, I don't really see much wrong with it other than it's, I wouldn't say it's bland, it's atmospheric. I mean, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Having incredibly awful lens flare effects. Holy shit. Even the lens flare in Gothic 3 is better than this. What the? Hello there, werewolf kid holding up this piece of paper. What the hoo-ha? Whoever paints this stuff is a weirdo, to say the least. Okay. Big bad scary wolf. Little Red Riding Hood. Oh dear lord. Oh my, what big teeth you have. Oh wait, that's Grand she ate. Well, and that's Little Red Riding Hood he ate. Okay. Ah, the key. I'm sorry. Tonight it's all about you and me. Let's make it special. You promised. Okay. Classes. Match. Ooh, what is this? Dear friend. Simple version, have you completely lost your goddamn mind? Please get your shit together. Okay, one of the things I can definitely criticize though is that the writing is definitely a bit off. Like you can considering the age of this letter, this is written on a typewriter. This is old. The way it's written, this sounds way too modern. I do not think anybody would use the expression "get your shit together." Especially a publishing house. That's definitely something I would say is a bit off. But maybe it's just me. Hello, Mr. Fancy Man. Also, paying somebody in advance is a really horrible idea, my friend. That's your own damn fault. Okay, fine. I stop. Good grief. I got the message. That's a big dog. To be honest, I really dislike these kind of dogs. They just look uncomfortable, to say the least. Been working all night. Don't wake me up. Hello there, that's probably more paint somebody spilled. Also, I'm just gonna wake you up, my friend. Good morning, sunshine! How are you doing? Well, you ain't here. Got out this grand opening in flames. Fire. Alright. Expected the body. Nope. Nothing in that kind of thing. Ooh, a brush. And a ring. Damn, look at the size of that sapphire. I'll put that right in my... No, don't put it back. Put it in your pocket for, for dire times. That thing looks like it could score quite... What kind of... Why do you need two brushes when I may ask? Today I feel like the left brush. Okay, so it's an elderly person. Could sleep, the legs were acting up again, figured I might as well do some work. Love you. Hold up, it says only love you, not I love you. What a trash game. Can't even get the subtitles right. Okay. Someone was a heavy drinker, apparently. But just a hunch, though. Oh. New face of music. Another rooms from right to remember. Scrapped out. So it is a artist and a musician. I guess she is the musician and he is the artist. And she is the one with the prosthetic leg. While he is a struggling artist. Although, I mean, she also seems to have a small drinking problem. Only a small one. You know, just one sip too many per day. Although these... Okay, is it a two size? Is it a double bed? Oh, no, that's a one size bed, right? There's only one person would. Oh, hold up. No, it could be a double-sized bed. Yeah, because those are men's shirts. I'm going to figure it trying to. Oh, I didn't even realize that the mirror is broken. So this is the man's room? I guess the man's room. Oh yeah, those are male shirts, male boots. Oh no. No, those are male shoes. But why does... But why is there a sapphire ring in there? Because this doesn't look... This wardrobe doesn't look like something someone a man would use. Not wanting to sound sexist, of course, but men used to wear rings. Okay. Did they also have rosy brushes? Alright. Man can brush their hair, yes. No, bullshit. The only thing I do is this and then I'm done. Okay, fine. So this has to be the man's room. And I guess he's the guy with the prosthetic leg. Oh, this is closed, so we'll go somewhere else. I think the key we had is the one we have for downstairs. But here is another room, or another place we haven't seen yet. Oh, that's also locked. Oh. Well, hello there. This is neatly unsettling. Boom. Oh. That's a lot of teddies. Damn, look at that swanky bed. That's quite the baby room. That's quite the baby bed, I gotta say. So how many number blocks do you need as a kid? Daddy and mommy and me. All of our intact organs. Everyone somewhat happy. I didn't really look particularly happy, to be honest. Christ. Yeah, what's that? Oh, it's not a nutcracker. It's just a regular soldier toy. Where is Babby? Well, I mean, do you really want to find a dead baby somewhere? Ooh, rattle. Oh, I can't rattle it. No. See? So do not ask where the baby is then. It's kind of funny how this seems to have the almost exact same control, like movement speed, scheme, etc. Like Benny and the Ink Machine. It seems really similar. Alright. Well, we can open the door now. Get into the paint room. Oh yeah, see, it's the painting room. This is where the people... Okay. I mean, that's one place to put all the ink. Oh, there we go. Artist supplies. Some sketches. This is actually a rather famous painting. I remember seeing that once or twice. Again, this one. Nachtalb. Ah, yeah. I'm so sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake. Come talk to me when you're done before you go to sleep. Oh god. Okay, it seems they're not particularly happy with each other, just passive-aggressively leaving notes at each other. Oh god. Mwah. This Wikipedia version of sleep paralysis. Oh, it does look like a sleep. Oh. Well, I'm starting to think he might have a drinking problem. Hey, something else. Jesus, that's a lot of brushes. A lot of broken brushes as well. My friend, what are you doing? God damn it. That's also closed. Lost. You deserve it. Finish it. Okay. It's covered up for a reason. I got the achievement for that. Really? I don't see quite why it's covered up. I mean, it's a painting of a landscape and it just has some red in it. Might look like some victim or so. Not quite sure. What's the deal behind it? Oh, there's more. This is the I lost it, finish it. Okay. In here, nope. Come on. Oh, great. All for naught. What to do now? Is there something I can interact with here? Because if not, then I'm kind of stuck because this room is unlocked. But I don't see anything else I can use to progress with. I went through these drawers. Something inside these 15 bottles? No. I guess we'll just go down to the basement, maybe. Yuck. Alright. Let's go to the basement. Hold up. That is not where I came from. Beautiful. Okay. Well, it's locked as well. Something is going wrong. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm just I'm just a bit I think I just fucked up opening the thing. Oh. Game just lagged. Okay, I think I just fucked up with opening the door. The big dum-dum. Ah. Why do I have droppable bars? Please, game, don't be like that. That's just rude. Doesn't really seem to be anything. Is there a light? Ah, there's a light switch. Good. Okay, can't interact with the curtain. This is just out of reach, I said. Maybe. No, can't use that. Is there nothing interactable here? Good lord, what the heck is going on here? Now, what do we have here? We have somebody getting stabbed by someone. There's a giant fish there, which I don't quite see. There's a gallows in the background, and there's another person with a spear. Okay, I guess we'll just go back. This is also different. That plant wasn't there before. Don't look at me like that. And someone is taking care of the plants, that's at least nice. Ah, there she is. She's the musician. Scraps of love. No, you know what? I'll leave you on. Going in circles. Dear sir, madam, we must kindly, albeit strongly, urge you to keep your voices down during the night. Your marital problems, while regrettable, are a private matter and should remain that. They are certainly of no concern, especially our child. Please consider that not everyone freelance artists, some of us have to get a burden work. Good release. You're very tired, nervous. Really? This is a big ass mansion. I do not think they have direct neighbors. That is a bit, that is also a little bit weird. What is that? The Devil and the 15 Dwarfs? They are very, very loud. Yeah, that would need to be, they need to like shout all over the place. Because it's really about, because it's especially because they can't sleep. And yeah, but I could imagine that this estate, although I do not know it per se. This is definitely looks like an estate that has an entire like garden and like fenced off and shit. They would need to, because I don't think their estate just. The estate just goes to the next one, where it's just directly next to each other. But okay. But I still chalk that up as rather oof. Save the date. I request a pleasure company to celebrate the wedding. Well, I mean, they really don't. It's interesting that their hatred went so far that they just scratched out the names of everything. Oh. You look sad. You also look a bit sad. Is that a door? Is that that's a cupboard? Is there a light switch? No, that's the doorknob. What the heck is going on? Same picture. He really likes this picture, I gotta say. Although, I mean, at this point, I'm not sure if this is kind of a... What? Huh. 485. Well, that's, makes it a bit trivial, but I won't complain. Four, 8, 5. I think I can't interact with the book. No, sadly I can't. Alright. Open up. Past holds back. Look closer.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
Ah, it's the wedding ring. Oh, so it was his room, but the wedding ring is in his room, which doesn't bode well. Although I guess maybe they have both the same wedding ring. Although this doesn't look like your traditional wedding ring, but what do I know? Plus they're artists. I mean, artists have a free pass on everything being weird with them. Oh yeah, engagement ring and wedding ring are two different things. Hello. I'm snooping around my workshop again for the last time. You are not allowed in that room, even if the door happens to be open. I forbid it. Next time I'll have to look for a new job. Look for a new job? Like an assistant or so? Okay. Oh yeah, maid. There are are we getting back to the main? Are we going back to the main house at one point, or am I just locked into this room? Ooh. Wee. Wee. Okay, stop. Serious spoopy game. Hey, dominoes. God, the lens flare effect is horrible. Oh yeah, definitely. I was about to say, is that a child? Is that a child nailed to the painting or not? Is that the daughter we might be missing? Also, can barely see anything right now. Ah, there we go. Hey, buddy. Dust mites, even in my lungs. There is waits more grotesque worming dirt. There's always more. I ran into his face and got startled. There we go. Hey, buddy. Hold up. That just turned into a Medusa for a second. I think that turned into a Medusa for a second. Also, oh, is this the basement, by the way? Oh, Lord. Born yet, I can already feel the presence. It's simply amazing. Okay, that's her. Now I can feel this high watching me. They want some musician now playing. It's like this venues. Love you so much. Also, alright, man. Take care. Have a good night. Well, I think I'm just going to continue because, well, there's no convenient stopping point right now. So we'll see. Oh, that is a strange lever to say the least. Plus, I think this is a game that is not particularly long. Okay, it's just a doll, and it's impaled currently on the deer head. Ah, hey, I'm back at the study. That's the dominoes. Will I fall down again? No, okay, good. Wee, wee. Man, if I ever get such a thing, this is what I do all day. I can tell you that. All right. Okay, let's just press on. Oh no, wait, this is actually not a door. This is just a cupboard. Anything of interest in this cupboard? No. Oh, drawers though. No. I think there's also a second drawer. Yes. Nothing of interest. Set the place on fire. Well, that's kind of a thing, like, do we, I barely know who we are and why we're here to begin with. I guess maybe we're somebody who knew the couple and is currently investigating what the hoo-ha is going on. I suppose. Maybe we are the husband? Oh, is that what it said? Could it be that we are actually the guy that murdered the wife? Ooh. Okay. What? Paint deep lies.
Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
How cute. Yeah, that sounded a bit on the creepy side. Just a tiny bit on the creepy side. Oh! Did that rat just commit seppuku in the fire? I think he just committed seppuku in the fire. Could you guys stop running into the fire and set yourself on fire? Bart Mariddle Sapsum Depingens Pro Floru. I want to read that. No, it's just a giant ring. Whoa! What the heck was that? Fucking. Come on, this is not scary. This is just startling me. That is dumb. Just make the physics engine go haywire. Oh no. Don't you be waking up the neighbor, otherwise you'll get angry letters from your neighbor. Recurring screams, they won't stop. Oh no, easy. They were deaf? Oh, your neighbor's actually deaf? Yeah, that's actually kind of neat. You can make all the noise you want to. I mean, all the noise you want. Oh, that painting is also fucked up now. So, where do we go? I guess we just go back. Alright, we'll go back. Whatever you say, game. Oh no. Oh, that's obnoxious. I had a similar problem with a neighbor that always had his TV really loud. He didn't have an excuse though. The only reason why he had it so loud is because he was stoned out of his mind. They just party all night because they don't have to work. They're over 70 and party all night? What kind of old people do you have in your house? Hey, in regards to your previous letter, I'm sure it's nothing. Okay, so I guess the... Okay. I see, so it kind of went downhill after the baby came. Sleep much, that's for sure. Well, let's go on. Let's see what the next thing I think I heard something crying. Oh.
Hello. It's about time for us to talk, don't you think? I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
Well, then face me. I'm here. Walking about. No. Left or right? Well, that answered my question. Oh, more paprika. shitload of paprika. Maybe there are also other spices in there. I don't say come in, I will have all these spices thrown into my face. Oh. First step is the hardest. If you say so. Oh, nice. Back in the kitchen. This is shattered now. This wasn't shattered before. Let's see, is anything of it? Something going bump into the oh, what? What's going on? Oh. That was kind of funny. See, my paintings are after me. Okay. There is no point to all of this. Alright. Would you please not do that? Please no bloody knives in my vicinity. Oh. Okay, this is silly.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
Okay. Gotta say, it's starting to lose me a little bit. What do I have in my inventory? Is that garlic? Oh, there is me canvas. Oh, is that a part of human skin? Oh, he painted on human skin. Oh, there's a picture. Oh, it's a scrapbook. I guess it's all of the collectibles, I suppose, I could have found. Did I miss that much? Jesus. Looks like all of the things I found. Hate, even now, lost, you deserve it, finish it. Ah, I see. The idea is that I finished the painting now. Oh. Shapeless dreams, hey? Rest. I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. Had to find a knife. Not needed one round ones. Yes. So more human skin, eh? Okay, this is just the first door that opens. I'm in that. Oh, alright. Let's go down. Or up. Wait. Sorry. I'm not used to operating these ye elevators. Guess more words will appear on the letter as it's press for to go. Yeah, it seems to be that. I wonder if I should actually call it a stream here, because I'm not. Let's see, how long does this game take to beat? Because it looks like there are 6 cupboards. How long to beat Layers of Fear? 3.5 hours. Main story, 3.5 hours. Yeah, alright, I think I'll call it a stream here. Yeah, definitely. That would be long into the spoopy places. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna finish this next week or so. So we have a delayed spoopy stream. But yeah, thank you too for sticking around. And well, we'll see next week how this will finish up. Anyways, have a very good weekend, and yeah, another time.